This is another episode of the build up. Jesus Christ, can this show just stop being amazing? I don't think it can be. It's God damn it. So this whole episode is just one big fight. That's all it is. Just one fight. Pretty much the main thing you need to focus on is the fight, and then of course all the extra stuff that goes along with it. So the fight starts, and Sento and Grease kind of look like they're at the same level because they're swapping hands. Then, all of a sudden, Sento comes out with Rose Helicopter and Tiger UFO and Whale Jet and like back-to-back, just rapid fire on Grease, and to the point where he couldn't keep up with him. So he's overpowering him with his combos. Just like Grease said a couple episodes back, that his versatility is the one thing that makes Build kind of stand above everybody else, because he has so many different options to take advantage of in the battle. He may not be as strong as you, but using his intelligence, using what he has, he can make a plan or formulate something around it. So that just shows how much on-the-fly combat, just not prowess, but more along the lines of being able to think on the fly in combat. And that's a great skill to have, especially in these desperate times like in Build. So he hits him with the triple combo mollywop. Grease rolls over. He go, oh, wait a minute. You caught me off guard because you're using Hokuto and Seito bottles. But you know what? I'm going to stand on my feet. I'm going to think about my dead homie that you gave the business to. You put my man on a t-shirt. I'm getting mad. It's time for me to get in that ass. He gets all revved up, as they said in the show, and he just starts giving it to Sento. He's like, I'm at full power. You about to get all of these greasy guapas. I don't like the way I said that. But, so Grease goes in and just starts beating that ass. He is not playing no more. So then it cuts away. Story, plot stuff. Back to the fight where it matters at for this video. We see Rabbit Tank sparking, and he's able to use the bottles obviously with his drill sword. I like that. Seeing it, I haven't seen that move in a while, so it's kind of refreshing to see it whenever you do. And also let you know that, hey, all the bottles are compatible with it. Like it wouldn't be, but for the sake of it, at least the show kind of confirmed, hey, we can use Seito Hokuto bottles and the weapons we make too. Like I said, it was kind of self-explanatory. Of course they could do it, but you just had to mention it. This kind of puts emphasis on how powerful RTS is, because this episode actually scales it. This kind of confirms that RTS is as a hazard level, at least a hazard level in terms of power of 3.7 greater than or equal to. So anything greater than or equal to 3.7 is as powerful as Rabbit Tank Sparking. This is confirmed by the fact that the Hazard Smash, before they were Hazard Smash, when they were Hard Smash, they actually were kind of getting worked by RTS. So RTS can beat them in all their base forms. Then they got hazard forms, and then they got a significant power boost. Same thing happened to Ryuga. Ryuga got way more powerful, and he was able to beat them. So RTS is at the bottom, then it's a Hazard Smash, then Ryuga, and then above him is Grease, and then above them it is going to be Hazard Build, and Hazard Build proved it this episode. Seems like the training with Bloodstark paid off. That whole week of combat that Sento got using the Hazard Trigger. He didn't use the Hazard Trigger training, but being able to raise his hazard level so that he can control the Hazard Trigger kind of seems like it was doing. We had some progress with it. One of the things that we noticed is that it took Sento a little longer than last week in order to snap and go straight savage mode and just awaken his inner what's the word I'm looking for? We gonna say inner savage, but y'all know what I wanted to say. It seems that the Hazard Trigger also changes his fighting style, making him a lot more savage in nature. Like, my man is really throwing these blows that hurt and hit and do damage. Like, he was really doing the damage in this fight. And I was like, man, Grease is kind of holding on just because Sento's restraining and stuff. He's definitely suppressing himself here, but he was definitely putting out a lot of power, and Grease was like, damn, I'm having a hard time keeping up with this. Then it happens. That part of his brain snap, that robot voice kick in, initiate savage mode, and he just initiates a mollywop, and god damn, it was nasty. From that moment on, Build was playing no games. He was out there to just savagely hurt Grease, and that's exactly what he did, going as far as going into Hawk Gatlin's Hazard form. And man, that's a stupid powerful form, giving all the aspects of Hazard form and all the power-ups and boosts, so he's much faster, much stronger. Combining that with the ability to fly and use projectiles with Hawk Gatlin, with the Hawk Gatlinger, Jesus Christ, Grease got toe up. His finisher for this form, it seems that he can use that energy to encase people instead of using like the mathematical sphere he used in previous episodes. And he just fires his blast into the air, and then Grease hits the ground. So it's confirmed Hazard Build is the strongest dude in the show right now. Like, he is single-handedly the strongest. And don't even give me the Ryuga stuff that happened in this episode either. I'm getting to that. Hold on. Ryuga shows up while Build's in his like Hazard switch, uncontrollable switch mode, and he's like, yo, chill, you being silly, I'm the only person who can stop you though. So they get to banging, and in the process of him banging, Ryuga believes in himself and all this other good mambo jambo, and he controls Cross Dragon Charge, and that's what we wanted to see. Finally, we got to see him control it, and that means he's going to get a significant power boost from it as well. Being able to control that means his hazard level is going to increase as well. So his hazard level is actually increased enough to kind of control Hazard Build. However, I want to argue this for a second. As a matter of fact, I still think that Hazard Build is still the strongest rider. I said that earlier in this video. Like, he's still the strongest. Cross Charge isn't, like, under him, like, right next to... Well, he is under him, but he's not on the same level as him at all. As a matter of fact, I argue that they're not even at the same level just because Sento was, like, fatigued. He's been fighting all day. And even if you say rider systems give you enhanced durability and stamina and things of this nature, that doesn't add... Like, that doesn't help the fact that Sento fought all day with a dude that's already inherently powerful, who was stronger than Grease at the... I mean, not stronger than Grease, but stronger than Cross Charge at the time, excuse me. So I'm going to try to final this out with some numbers, and then we'll go from there, okay? So coming at RTS, we see that RTS is greater than or equal to 3.7, meaning that hazard levels either lower than or equal to 3.7, Bill should have no problem against when he uses RTS. The Hazard Smash get a significant power boost, so they rise above him at that time. So I will argue that their hazard level increased to 4.1. So they are greater than or equal to 4.1, meaning anything lower or equal to them in terms of a hazard level, they should be able to handle with like no problem. So we got that. I'm gonna put Grease next with greater than or equal to 4.2, meaning that anything under him up until that point, which was Build, the Hazard Smash, and Cross Charge, anybody could, he could mollywop anybody at that time because he was the strongest dude. We got Cross Charge. Cross Charge is now, I'm going to argue this as well, 4.4 and above, because he was able to control his energy and knock out Hazard Build, albeit he was fatigued. But I do think with the control that Ryuga has now, he has increased his own hazard level. So 4.4, greater than or equal to 4.4, meaning that he will be able to throw them guapas at Grease next time they, they bang it out. And Build's gonna come up at the top. I'm not gonna say anything crazy like 5.0 or anything like that. I don't think that the hazard level he has multiplied, but the training he got with Bloodstark, on top of the fact he was able to use it for a short amount of time, a longer amount of time than he did last episode, proves that he's probably at the level of 4.5 and up. So greater than or equal to 4.5, meaning that he's the top of the food chain right now until we see this new rider from Sato next week. But let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Did I miss some numbers or something? I mean, this is kind of like using just speculation, a little bit of headcanon here. These numbers are not concrete whatsoever. The show didn't really say, 4 anything higher than 4.2, but I'm just kind of using some context clues here, just kind of putting some stuff together. Call it a little bit of headcanon, if you will, but I just kind of want to make some sense of it to kind of make it a little easier, so when we have a discussion in the future, it's a little easier to map out. If you guys have any theories or suggestions, don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section below as well. And let me know who you think is still powerful. Do you think that Hazard Build is still powerful? Do you think this new powered up Cross Charge is going to be even with them? What do you think? How do you think, this new rogue dude next week is going to, add into the equation of this mix, man? We got a lot of stuff to pay attention to. Well, other than that, I'm going to let you go. I'm Lambo Kyrie, and remind you guys to keep calm and toku on.